Hi everyone! Welcome to Souped Up Recipes. A lot of you already know about baozi, steamed buns. They're soft and fluffy, have delicious filling inside. But not that many people know about Hua Juan. It's like steamed buns, but instead of putting filling inside, we apply seasoning on it and make it into a roll. Today I will show you two different flavors. The scallion with salt and pepper flavor and the sweet sesame flavor. They're so fun and easy to make. Let's get started. In a big mixing bowl, add 500 grams of all-purpose flour and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Use a spatula and give them a rough mix. Speaking about all-purpose flour, I found that the all-purpose flour in China contains a higher percentage of protein compared to the brands in US. That does make a difference in texture. This is what I'm using today. I know it's a Korean brand. That is because I couldn't find any Chinese brand around where I live. And this one works the best out of all the brands and types that I have tried. It makes nice and fluffy white buns. It's easier for you guys to get too. I will link this product in the description. Of course, if you don't have access, regular all-purpose flour will also work. This is 300 grams of whole milk. You can use water if you prefer, but both of the flavors that I'm making today are so simple. A little milky taste would be a great addition. To that, we will add 2 tablespoons of sugar. It will not make the buns sweet, even though 2 tablespoons looks like a lot. But compared to 500 grams of flour, it ends up providing a very light taste. The purpose here is to feed the yeast. You just stir to make sure the sugar is dissolved and the yeast should be well distributed. Pour this into the flour. Use a spatula. Quickly give it a premix. I will use a KitchenAid to do the kneading. Put it at 4th speed. Let it run for 10 minutes. If you don't have a KitchenAid and you want to know how to knead the dough by hand, you can check my Chinese steamed pork buns recipe. I will link that video in the description. 10 minutes later, the dough should have a nice elastic looking. Take it out and knead it on the working surface. The machine already did most of the job. You just need less than a minute to make it into a round, smooth dough. Cover it, let it rest for 10 minutes. This is not proofing. This is to let the gluten relax. After all that kneading, the protein chains are stretched and intense. You cannot roll it flat because it will resist you and bounce back. Give it 10 minutes. It should be much more softer and pliable. Flatten it with your hands first. We want to roll it into a rectangle sheet. This is how I do it. Get a long rolling pin and roll the dough toward 4 directions. The dough might be sticky. Feel free to sprinkle some flour. Keep rolling the sheet toward 4 directions, which will be the angles of the rectangle. Soon, your sheet should look something like this. The edges are not straight yet. You just roll it a few more times in the middle and it will be perfect. The size is about 15 times 18 inches. The thickness is about 1/4 of an inch. As I mentioned before, we're making 2 flavors today, so we will divide it into 2 even pieces. You just fold it in half and cut it along the mark. Cover 1/2 with a plastic wrap so it doesn't get dry while you're working with the other piece. Now, let's make the scallion flavor rolls. Drizzle some toasted sesame oil, about 2 to 3 teaspoons. Apply it evenly. This is Jiao Yan, which means salt and pepper. It's homemade. You just lightly sprinkle it onto the sheet. You can use regular salt and pepper or a mix of salt and 5 spice powder. If you have time, you can make Jiao Yan at home. It's very easy. 2 tablespoons of coarse sea salt, 2 tablespoons of Sichuan peppercorns, 1 tablespoon of white peppercorns. Toast them on low heat for a few minutes. Be careful, don't burn them. Let them cool back to room temperature. Put them in a blender and grind it into a fine powder. If you've been watching my show, you probably noticed that I have used this Jiao Yan in a couple of my recipes, such as Taiwanese popcorn chicken, crispy fried chicken wings. Jiao Yan works great on deep fried crispy food. Besides that, you can also use it as an all-purpose seasoning. Okay, let's get back to the scallion rolls. Again, if you don't have Jiao Yan, you can use regular salt and pepper or a mix of salt and 5-spice powder. Next, sprinkle some diced scallion. This reminds me of the scallion pancakes because the ingredients are similar, except the scallion pancakes are pan-fried. Roughly eyeball 2 straight lines. This divides the sheet into 3 even parts, lengthwise. Then fold it over, pack it tight. Fold it again and press it down. Put it on a cutting board. Divide this into 12 even parts. Pile 2 pieces together. Use a chopstick to press it right in the middle. Then hold 2 sides and pull it a little bit. Make a twist. Bend it around your forefinger. Pinch 2 ends and connect them together. There you go. You just keep doing that until finished. This is my steamer. I put some warm water in it, which helps the proofing. Place the rack in, use parchment paper, or apply some oil on the rack to prevent sticking. Put all the scallion rolls in. Leave some space between them because they will grow bigger. Put on the lid. Let it proof for 1.5 hours. Now we should quickly move on to the next flavor because I want them to have almost the same amount of proofing time. This is room temperature butter. Remember to soften your butter in advance. If you forget, you will waste a lot of time while the scallion rolls are proofing. I switched to a brush because I feel like it's easier to even out the butter. Sprinkle some sesame sugar powder. I made it in advance. Very easy. You just toast 2.5 tablespoons of sesame seeds in a cast iron skillet on low heat. If the sesame seeds you bought is already toasted, you can skip this step. In a few minutes, you should be able to smell the nuttiness and it should be lightly smoking. Quickly put it into a baking pan. You do need a wide open container to let the seeds cool down to room temperature, or else the rest of the heat will burn the sesame. Let me show you the difference between raw and roasted sesame. The raw ones are flat, and if you look at the toasted side, they are rounded. It's kind of like the sesame seed with a fat stomach. It's a bit hard to show on the camera, but if you have both in hand, you will see the difference. It helps you to identify the sesame seed in the store because sometimes they don't tell you on the package. Okay, put it into a blender along with 3 tablespoons of sugar or to taste. Blend them into a powder form. The sesame seeds will produce some oil, so you might need to shake it to get it even. This is how it's supposed to look. Do not taste it, or else you would just snack on its own like I often do. Okay, let's continue to sprinkle it onto the sheet. Even it out. We just need a thin layer. If you put too much, it won't hold on to the rolls while steaming anyway. Same as before, fold the sheet lengthwise. Pack it tight, do that twice. Put it on the cutting board. Divide it into 12 even pieces. This time, I will show you a different way to make the roll. Pile 2 pieces together. Use a chopstick to press it down in the middle. Hold 2 sides and pull it. You don't need to make a twist here, just bend it. Put the chopstick right through the curve, just like that. Make a twist, and then press the chopstick down against the cutting board. Pull it out. Look how beautiful that is. Besides steam buns, you can also use these little techniques when making bread. Be creative. We're gonna let the sesame rolls proof in the steamer as well. I decided to switch the scallion rolls to be on the top rack. Since the sesame rolls have about 10 minutes less proofing time, I will put them at the bottom. It's closer to the warm water. Put on the lid. Let this continue to proof for 1 hour and 20 minutes. They should be 1.5 times bigger. Don't forget to check the second rack. They look ready too. If you see that the surface is a bit moist, that's just the sugar and the butter is melting a little bit. It's normal. Put on the lid. Turn the heat to high. When the water comes to a boil, let it continue steaming for 15 minutes. 15 minutes later, turn off the heat. Do not open the lid immediately. Let it sit for another 5 minutes. This is an exciting moment. They look so nice. Let's take one. I will show you how fluffy it is. Squeeze it tightly and then let go. It will return to normal in a few seconds. The rolls have good structure. No matter how you play with it, it always gets back to normal. Open it. You can see it has lots of layers. They are packed with flavors. It's just simply delicious. And the sesame roll, it's so nutty, nice, and sweet. We usually eat this as breakfast. I know, you might think it takes too long to make it for breakfast. Well, in China, you don't make it at home because every corner of the street in the cities have this. You can just grab it on the way to work. Another item that goes with this often is soy milk. I didn't have soy milk today. A cup of juice is just as good. I hope you give this a try soon. If you did, leave me a comment, let me know how it goes. As always, you can click the link in the description and find the printable recipe. Thank you for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye!